Don't worry, you got this. Getting started with Quail is like learning to ride a bike. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be flying through in no time. Well, minus the feathers. Whether you're looking to start a small scale poultry farm or simply want fresh eggs, Quail can be a fantastic addition to your backyard. In this comprehensive guide, we'll take you through all the essential aspects of quail care, covering everything from housing and feeding to health management and more. Quail are small, ground-dwelling birds that grow rapidly and lay eggs prolifically. The most common species you'll find in backyard flocks are the Japanese quail, or Coturnix japonica, known for their adaptability and excellent egg production. Quail are highly adaptable birds able to thrive in a variety of environments. They are well known for their ability to quickly mature and begin laying eggs at a very young age. Some even start laying as early as 6 weeks old. This makes them a great option for small scale farmers or those with limited space. Despite their small size, quail are productive and efficient. A quail will lay up to 300 eggs per year. Their eggs are rich in nutrients and are often considered a delicacy due to their characteristic flavor and slightly higher yolk to white ratio compared to chicken eggs. One of the first things to consider when raising quail is providing them with safe, secure, and comfortable housing. Just like any poultry, quail need shelter to protect them from predators, the weather, and to ensure they stay healthy. Start by choosing an appropriate structure for quail. A modified rabbit hutch or a purpose-built quail coop can work well, especially for small flocks. Make sure the housing is rodent-proof, as rats pose a significant threat to quail. They can gnaw through wire or sneak in to steal eggs or even attack birds. Using hardware cloth for the mesh is a great choice for keeping out unwanted pests. If you have enough space and want your quails to be more relaxed and maybe tame them, please consider building a bigger enclosure with a height of around 2 meters or 6'5" feet. You are unlikely going to have success taming them if you keep them in a small cage. Ventilation is another key factor. Quail, like all birds, produce droppings that release ammonia, which can build up quickly and create unhealthy conditions. Proper airflow is essential to prevent respiratory issues and maintain a clean living environment. Be sure your coop has enough airflow to keep the air fresh, but without creating cold drafts. Quail don't need elaborate nest boxes like chickens. However, they do appreciate having a place to hide and lay their eggs. Dark, quiet areas within their shelter can help them feel safe and encourage natural egg-laying behavior. Bedding such as straw or wood shaving will provide insulation and comfort, especially in the colder months. Choosing the right flooring and bedding for your quail is crucial. For the floor, you'll want a solid surface, something that provides insulation while being easy to clean. If possible, I would recommend avoiding wire floors. Instead, use solid floors covered with appropriate bedding such as straw or wood shavings. Regular cleaning and changing of bedding is essential for preventing disease and keeping your quail healthy. Make it a habit to clean out the bedding once a week and replace it as needed. This also helps maintain good hygiene and prevents the buildup of bacteria or mold, which can harm your quail. Alternatively, you can consider using the dip litter method, which will allow you to change bedding a lot less often. Space is another important consideration when housing quail. While quail are small, they still need enough room to move around, explore, and express natural behaviors. Overcrowding can lead to stress, feather pecking, and other health issues. As a general rule, aim for at least 1 square foot per bird in their housing. If you plan on keeping them in an outdoor run, make sure it's large enough for them to roam comfortably. Ideally, the run should have ground cover, logs to hide under, and some plants to make the environment feel more natural and enriching for the quail. Feeding your quail properly is vital for their health and egg production. Quail are omnivores and will enjoy a variety of foods, but their main diet should be high in protein, especially when they are young. For chicks, a starter crumb with about 28% protein is ideal. If you cannot find specific feed for quail, turkey starter crumbs work well for the younger quail because they are higher in protein than chick crumb, which is usually designed for other types of poultry. After about 5 to 6 weeks, you can switch your quail to a grower or finisher feed, which provide the right balance of nutrients for their continued development. In addition to their main feed, quail also enjoy supplementary foods such as fresh greens. Lettuce, dandelion leaves, and clover are all great options. You can also give them occasional treats like mealworms or small insects to boost protein levels and keep them entertained. However, avoid offering salty foods or meat, as these can be harmful. Water is another essential component of quail care. Always ensure that your quail have access to fresh, clean water. In the winter months, check their water regularly to make sure it hasn't frozen. For easy maintenance, you can use rabbit drinkers or nipple drinkers, which will keep the water clean and reduce waste. Keeping an eye on your quail's health is just as important. Regular health checks are essential for catching any issues early on. Look out for signs of illness such as lethargy, feather loss, or abnormal droppings. Quail are generally good at hiding their discomfort, so it's important to be observant and act quickly if you notice anything unusual. Early detection can be the key to effective treatment, and it often makes the difference in preventing more serious health problems down to the line. Quail are very susceptible to external parasites like mites and lice, which can cause skin irritation and damage their feathers. To help keep them healthy, it's essential to provide opportunities for dust bathing. Dust bathing is a natural behavior and helps quail maintain their feather condition and manage external parasites. A simple shallow dish filled with sand or dirt can do the trick. Make sure the dust bath area is kept clean and dry to prevent it from becoming a breeding ground for bacteria and other pests. Regularly clean the dust bath to ensure it remains a safe and hygienic place for your quail to bath. To ensure the eggs are fresh and clean, you should collect them at least once a day. This prevents eggs from getting dirty or being damaged by the quail. The smaller size and speckled appearance of quail eggs makes them stand out from chicken eggs, and their rich flavor has made them a delicacy in many cuisines. Proper egg collection also allows you to monitor the health and productivity of your quail. If you notice a sudden drop in egg production, it could be a sign of stress or health issues, and it's a good idea to check on your quail's well being. Sometimes environmental factors like the lack of light during the winter months or a change in diet can affect egg production, so it's important to be aware of these things. Unlike chickens, quail are not always social with humans. When kept in cages, they tend to be more skittish and nervous, which can make them harder to handle. While they are not aggressive, they will become stressed if picked up too often or handled roughly. A bigger and higher enclosure will help to make interaction with them easier. Quail are also very sensitive to sudden moments. If you move too quickly around them or approach them too abruptly, they may become frightened and fly vertically, sometimes causing injury to themselves. It's important to be gentle and slow when working around your quail to avoid startling them and causing unnecessary stress. If you need to interact with them, do so calmly and always give them the time they need to adjust to your presence. Quail are social animals, but they thrive in smaller, more balanced groups. It's essential to keep the right ratio of males to females to avoid aggression and ensure a harmonious environment. A common practice is to keep one male with 4 to 5 females. Males can sometimes be territorial, so ensuring enough females for each male can help maintain peace and avoid bullying and fighting. Make sure your quail live in a calm, low stress environment with plenty of space to roam. This helps to keep their social structure intact, and it also contributes to their overall happiness and well being. By the way, if you are finding this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. Raising quail can be an incredibly rewarding journey. Not only do you get a constant supply of fresh eggs, but you also get the enjoyment of observing these fascinating, energetic birds as they go about their natural behaviors. With proper care, attention to their housing, diet, and seasonal needs, you can establish a healthy and productive quail flock that thrives year round. Of course, as any animal husbandry, it's important to continue learning and adapting to your quail's needs as you go along. Thank you for joining me on this guide to raising quail. Best of luck with your quail keeping journey. I hope you enjoyed your new feather friends.